I'm getting a little frustrated. This is just going to be a quick vent. Okay. Moms are constantly putting themselves last. They put everybody else first. And that's great. It's really important that we're not selfish. And my experience is that most moms are not selfish. Most moms are they put everybody's needs before their own. What happens is they no longer feel good about themselves. Their health starts to suffer. Their relationships start to suffer. Their relationship with their husband starts to suffer because they're not making any time for themselves. It's a really big issue for moms. The moms that come to Power Fitness, they have the same challenges. I have the same challenges. I used to not do anything for myself. I didn't go to exercise classes. I didn't ever go to get my hair cut was like a huge deal. I had to go once a year. I had to get babysitters, and oh my goodness, I got to breastfeed my baby, and then I got to drop it off, and then I got to quickly go, and it was just crazy. So you know what ended up happening? I ended up bitter, I ended up frustrated, and I ended up with a lot of resentment because I was just like, everybody else is having all this fun, and everybody else is doing this, and here I am stuck at home. Here I am overweight. Here I am I've got no friends, whatever, right? Just frustrated. So I want to encourage you, moms. You need to put yourself not necessarily first. I don't say that you have to forget everybody else, but you need to prioritize your needs as well, because not only is that going to help you feel better, but that's going to help everybody, because you're going to feel better emotionally, physically, and mentally. Moms tell me all the time, they're like, Carla, I really want to get in shape. I feel bad about myself. I'm frustrated that I'm in these clothes right now. My other clothes, they're way too tight for me now. I can't lose this weight. So they're frustrated. Okay. So that's already causing problems right there, because there's no reason to be stuck. And then they say things like, I'd love to work out, but I don't have the time. Well, you know what, moms? You are running your kids to basketball. You are running your kids to hockey. You're sitting in the arena for sometimes hours. You're waiting in the vehicle for your kids when they're doing stuff. You're cleaning the house. You're driving everybody around. You're cooking. You're doing all the things, and you don't have a half an hour. You don't have an hour to spend on your health, your fitness, and your mental state. So you end up stressed, you end up overworked, and you end up bitter and resentful. I mean, how can you not be like that? And sometimes moms, we just say, well, we got to suck it up. I just got to suck it up, right? I don't need me time. I just need to serve everybody. That's honorable. And you know what? It's not honorable, because it's not sustainable. You can't just keep serving and serving and giving and just pouring from an empty cup. You have to make sure that you have what you need. You know how many moms tell me they have no energy? You know how many moms tell me they're not sleeping well because they're so stressed? You know how many moms tell me they're overweight and they're frustrated? Because moms, you're giving everything to everybody else, but your cup is empty. Some of you, your cup is not just empty, it's in a deficit. You've gone for years like this and you are struggling. So moms, you need to start prioritizing yourself. You need to put yourself not necessarily first, but you need to put yourself on the table. You need to be one of these boxes where you put your time. You can't just do it for everybody else. How much time have you spent planning kids' birthday parties? How much money and time have you spent maybe taking your kids out for a nice meal, or getting them new clothes, or doing all this? And yet, when it comes to your health, your fitness, your exercise, your mental health, all the things that you need in order to be sustainable and to maintain this kind of a life, you need to do something for yourself. And the people at Power Fitness, the women that come here, they're like, oh my goodness. At first they're like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm actually going to spend almost an hour working out with other women, and I'm not doing stuff for my kids right then. I'm not doing stuff for my husband. Is this okay? And you know what? It is okay, because when you're done that workout, you feel awesome. And then you go home and you feel inspired. You have more energy, you're more likely to eat better, and you're losing weight, and you're just feeling so much better. And then when you start feeling better, when you start having more energy for the tasks that you need to do, your relationships get better too. Your relationship with your husband, you're no longer bitter at him or resentful at him, because now you have some time for yourself too. So please, if you're stuck and if you're struggling, please don't tell me that you want to make a change, but then you're not willing to make any changes at all. That's what happens. It's Carla, I want to lose weight so bad. Carla, I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. I'm so frustrated. And yet, no, I can't make the workouts. No, I can't spend that much time. No, I can't spend that much money. I just took my kids out for a meal, for hockey. I bought them some new stuff. I went and donated this to that, but I can't spend anything. If you really need to make a change, what is it going to take? And stop putting yourself always on the back burner. You can't pour from an empty cup.